Hello, United Kingdom. Greetings from the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation.
Pine Ridge, home to 40,000 Native Americans. Once, the Sioux Tribe roamed the Great Plains. But after generations of war with the US government and decades of broken agreements and promises, they are left here on the place they call the Res. In the heart of the richest nation on earth, many of the Lakota live in striking poverty, struggling with drugs, alcohol, and illness. But something is changing.
They tried to bury us. We're like seeds. They didn't realize it. They buried us. We're only growing back stronger and better.
People on the Res are fed up with the bad name they've got, and there's a new story they want to tell about protecting their ancient traditions.
Human life is more important than greed.
A new generation of tribal activists are fighting to stop a billion-dollar oil pipeline, and young natives rediscovering their history are hitting the headlines.
All right, let's get everybody here.
Yeah, I believe you guys got your earplugs. My name is Sundar Monsalo. You'll be walking around with these 3 students here.
I don't want to go first. I'll let you guys go first.
We're gonna have some fun. Enjoy it.
Wait, so the practice one is just one shot, right?
No, we'll probably give you 5.
Enjoy it.
All right.
Remember, take your time. Active shooting's not violent, just what the bullet does. You need to be nice and calm and just smooth.
We're gonna have a whole week at Little Wound High School dedicated to honoring our relative, the buffalo of the Northern Plains bison, I guess you could call it. And now we don't got the bow and arrow, we got a Weatherby 30-06, so it makes it a little bit easier.
The best shooter will be awarded the honor of killing a buffalo in 1 week's time.
This is the competition, yeah.
It will be more than a hunt.
Nothing like Call of Duty.
They're all competing to become young Lakota warriors.
At 9:31.
It's only the second time their school has done this.
All right.
Slightly disappointed.
Second one, you can show to your mom.
Yeah, second one, I'm really glad about it.
All right, so we qualified the 3 boys, and Arthur got first place, so he'll have the first opportunity.
I'll take it.
Arthur shot the best. I shot the best. I feel excited. I'm blessed with the opportunity to do this, and I feel pretty great about it, honestly.
1 bullseye and all the rest are 9s.
All right, good morning, Pine Ridge Reservation. This is Melanie Janice at 90.1 Keeley Radio, the only Lakota radio station for miles around. It's a beautiful sunshiny day. You're always awesome, Lakota land.
Life here is a mix of modern American culture and native traditions.
Being Lakota is a good thing if you ask me. I really started following the Lakota way when I was just, a little kid myself.
18-year-old Arthur's girlfriend is 9 months pregnant, so he'll be raising his own kids soon.
Whenever I told everyone I was gonna be a father, my uncles, their eyes got big. They looked at me like, really? We was having a cookout and we had cake. Whenever I told everyone I gonna be a father, and everyone was like, then my grandma was licking that frosting off of that cake, which is kind of funny if you ask me.
I'm Tyrone Puyer. I'm a junior and I'm walking to school now.
Many teenagers on Pine Ridge drop out of school, and only a tiny number go to university. Little Wounds High wants to change that.
I don't know, I just think it's a really good school. A lot of people really stick together here and help each other work on what they're working for in the future.
It may look like any other American school, but Little Wound believes it has a sacred mission to teach the next generation what it means to be Lakota.
I don't know, you just get more connected into the school and to our own culture. And it just, I don't know, it's just something else.
There's no big businesses on Pine Ridge, and unemployment runs between 80 to 90%.
Yeah.
But Tyrone's got plans for the future.
Two colleges that I have in mind is South Dakota State and then Chadron State College. Now I want to go into architecture. Education is key, like especially around here. You can't get a job nowhere, and your life's pretty much going to be a little bit horrible if you don't get a job.
The res has its own borders, its own president, and a tribal council. But it's US government cash that keeps the place running. Just about.
We're getting ready for the zombie walk, ladies and gentlemen.
Despite this, people who live here go all out for Halloween.
Honk your horns! Zombies are coming to town!
The zombie walk. We're gonna bite people.
It's a rare chance for young natives like Sky to help bring the community together.
Just look at all of them. Our goal is to get these kids more intact with the community. They're all ready to show Pine Ridge that the zombies are in town this Halloween.
Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
It's a tradition!
It's hard for many tribes to move on from decades of discrimination when they feel history keeps repeating itself. At the neighbouring Standing Rock Reservation, there's been a standoff between mainly Native American protesters.
People are really clearly saying they're not going to get out of the way.
And a police force defending a $1 billion oil pipeline.
From the crowd, move to the south. Move to the south.
Most natives think it will pollute water supplies and destroy ancient burial grounds.
Guys, are doing wrong. This is Sioux Nation land.
The oil companies say the pipeline is safe, environmentally friendly, and economically important to the US. It hasn't stopped the protests.
I'm here to protect our water.
And the issue has been firing up the tribes.
We come here to die.
Especially on Pine Ridge.
First off, I send love to Lupe for giving us hope in this Lakota Sioux way.
Dakota Access pipeline, that's what the ALP stands for. That's a pipeline that's trying to be built up in North Dakota that goes down into the Missouri River. Our people, we just strongly believe that that's going to mess up our watering system and kind of, that's really all important to us. So we just really want to take care and just kind of stop the pipeline being put in.
Build that pipeline and I'm burning down your oil. Oil for blood, oil for blood.
We'll probably set it where people can see it easily. This is like one of the most, like when people hang up things, it's mainly around this area. When it first started out, it was just the Standing Rock natives that were up there protesting. And then when we all found out, then that's when they were like, all tribes are going up there. Now there's hundreds of tribes up there and thousands of people, so it's kind of a big outbreak. It's pretty exciting.
We need you to back away from your camp. We need you to move down.
Nearly 200 demonstrators have been arrested since the movement started 8 months ago.
Taser, taser!
who tends to dominate our society?
A little wound higher, the pipeline's a popular topic.
The good example, the best example I can think of is North Dakota. Remember the ALP?
DAPL, okay. If anyone read the New York Times over the weekend, some guys in Oregon took over a wildlife federal office, all white people, and these white protesters got completely off, no charges, nothing, right? At the same time, 150 Native protesters got arrested over the weekend at the DAPL camp, right? Is my understanding. I don't know. I wasn't there, but this is what the New York Times said. So it's kind of weird how, like, these white people did the same thing, nothing happened. Native Americans did the same thing, 100 of them get arrested. So second question, who gets to write the history books?
Yeah, I'd say it's run by the white government, pretty much.
It's whatever they say goes.
Yeah, sure.
Cyrus Huntrex's English class also covers politics and history.
When I was growing up in Texas, the books were about the Pilgrims and how they got along with the natives, and it was all hunky-dory. And how, like, you know, these Pilgrims had a mandate by God to come to this country and establish it. Today, there is still segregation, right? It's just not formalized, right? Like, I would argue, like, the res is kind of segregated. Wouldn't you say that?
Cyrus has a tough job. As a Wazichu, a white man, he is part of the people who defeated the Lakota and who put them here.
So take 2 minutes to discuss the whites, maybe, sure. That's kind of the camp I'm in.
Why would you say that we're segregated when your people are the ones who put us on the res?
Yeah,
you guys are the ones who put us in these little boxes, putting us here like we're cattle or like we're animals.
Sure.
Lots of people never leave the res. They just can't afford it. The nearest shopping mall is over the border and 100 miles away.
All right, once again, you're listening to Keeley Radio 90.1.
So there's not much to do.
Don't forget, this is Red Ribbon Week, anti-drug and alcohol. Check out your local schools. I know the children have red ribbons to hand out. You can put them on your cars. But let's be anti-drug and alcohol this week. Keep it awesome. Lakota land.
Alcohol and drugs are a massive problem on the res, where 50% of people live below the poverty line. Life expectancy is 52 years old.
Eileen and I are here to say, hey, it can't be all bad. It's not.
Youth worker Tiny D does her best to remain positive.
I love the reservation. I love the open space. I love the scenery. I just love the people. Wherever I go, I know somebody or somebody knows me. I'm always defending my home because we are the great Sioux Nation. Well, I can look back at our 7 virtues, our values of life, you know, being respectful, having fortitude, you know, bravery, and Eileen, help me out. What are the other ones?
And wisdom.
Be able to share our wisdom. Being Lakota, I don't know. Have you ever asked somebody, what does it feel like to be white? I'm not going to go one step further until I get your attention.
Today, Tiny is at Rockyford Primary School.
We're here for Red Ribbon Week.
The kids here are aged between 8 and 10. Sadly, on Pine Ridge, that's not too young to be in danger.
As a Lakota, you can always stand up because that's our strength. Our people never had alcohol and drugs in their lives until the late 1800s when they put us on reservations.
We have had people murdered on the reservation because of drugs. Meth is something that is man-made. Our youngest meth user that overdosed on the Pine Ridge Reservation was 10 years old. Look at that. When you grow older, you don't want a girlfriend who has teeth like that, boys. Or girls, you don't want a boyfriend with teeth like that.
Tiny D's life is scarred by the same problems as everyone else.
I've had a hard 6 weeks.
Her own daughter is an alcoholic.
I lost a granddaughter. Her name was Tabria. Some of you might know Tabria. She loved coming out here because she loved the gym. She said, this is the most awesome, the best gym on the res. And she had an accident, but it shouldn't have happened. She and a couple of other 11-year-old friends decided to go for a cruise. Her mom was drinking, so mommy gave her the car keys. Tabria wasn't driving the car. She wasn't. She was sitting on top of the car. The car ran over her, smashed her side of her head. She didn't have a chance. And I was so angry. I was angry. Then I blamed myself. But I look back at it, alcohol is a drug. Would anybody like to share something? Yes. Take that, hun.
My mom drinks a lot.
Okay.
She invited her friends over at my grandma's house, and they yell around, and my mom talks about sad stories, but my grandma says she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Thank you for sharing.
I know how I feel because my mom's doing the same things.
And you want her to stop?
Yeah.
When I was younger, my uncle was driving with my other uncles, and he was in the back seat, and my uncles were drunk. They hit it.
It's okay.
There's a counter.
Where?
Take your time, okay? This month, the meth epidemic hit a new high.
Okay, if you guys would come in closer and make a circle around our memorial here.
A few days ago, Vinnie Brewer was shot dead by drug dealers outside a youth centre.
It's been a hard 5 days. Meth's killing our people. How much Vinnie hated that side of his wife. His death is going to help us. From here on out, we got to beat this. We got to stick together.
The reservation was created generations and generations ago, but created a cycle of poverty, and it's all handed down.
Candles.
Okay, now let's light our candles. There are no jobs. It's a vicious cycle. So you have babies having babies, we have alcohol and drugs. We have kids that are overdosing on pills. Every day is a challenge to me. Every day is a challenge.
But there is new hope. Tribal schools believe that education and a revival of Lakota ways can break the cycle of poverty and crime.
Alright, so buffalo chip is a piece of the shit. The umche. That's the only way I could say it. That's the perfect way I could say it. It's their identity. Without their identity, they'll be lost. More lost than we currently are now. 7 known ways to hunt the buffalo in deep snow. Started school, I wanted to be the ultimate gangster, the ultimate everything I seen on TV. Up until about 23 years old, I didn't know anything about culture. I didn't know I had options. Yeah. Saved my life.
Then oxygen is what?
Oxygen is O, nitrogen is N.
It's not just tradition the school teaches.
All right, I got it. Batex Fuentes.
Arthur wants to study medicine.
Not too much natives go to college. Most of it's because, like, college is too expensive, to be honest. The college I would like to go to for neurology is University of Washington. I'm not sure if they have the best department, but I always wanted to go to there. It's a nice campus from the pictures.
Keep coming, and all hold on to a pole once we get it stood up.
Tomorrow is the Little Wounds High Buffalo Kill. So students are learning how their ancestors would have prepared themselves.
Just like that, and then slide it through your hand.
The government bans Lakota religious ceremonies until 1978.
We weren't allowed to have our sun dances and our sweats and whatnot because they always thought we were gathering to become rebellious again, you know, against the United States government. One more.
Arthur's been picked to kill the buffalo after he won the shooting competition.
I'm feeling pretty excited about the buffalo kill, to be honest. It'll, like, make a big impact on my life, honestly. I think the only way to prepare myself is, like, to keep thinking about, like, this is gonna feed the community, and I just can't get over it, honestly. It's a big thing for me.
All right, boys. Lance is looking for people to go cut wood, so I said you'd be a good one.
But Arthur can't stay any longer.
I guess this is it.
He's just received an urgent call. His girlfriend's gone into labour, so he'll lose the chance to take part in the buffalo kill.
Ooh, Tony Frosted Flakes. No way.
That's what those ones are there too. A whole box of them in a can.
I gotta test them to make sure they're not stale.
Yeah, right.
They're good. We are loading up to go to Cannonball, North Dakota, to the Standing Rock Reservation, to the front line, to fight the pipeline.
Tiny D and her youth group are taking up supplies for the protesters.
She has toothpaste around here. Right here, toothpaste.
16-year-old Sky was born a girl called Brianna, but identifies as a boy.
2 years back, I came out as transgender. And everywhere I got, I was just like, is that a boy? Is that a girl? Why are they going to the girls' bathroom? Why are they dressing like that? And it was just to the point where everyone's calling me it. I tried to hang myself. I tried to slit my wrist deep enough. I've taken pills. I've once held a .39 millimeter gun to my head. I've been bullied since kindergarten, and I dropped out of school many times. So it wasn't just the kids, it was just everyone around me that made me feel like I was hopeless, that, you know, no one was gonna accept me. And when I grew up, it was hard because, you know, I've come out to my friends and everything, but I still haven't. I've tried coming out to my mom, but she just says I'm confused. When I told my dad, he told me that he didn't want to be a part of my life anymore, and that I wasn't considered his blood.
Sky's not alone in his suicide attempts. The teen suicide rate on Pine Ridge is said to be 4 times higher than the US average.
These are gonna be going back up again and again and again. Okay, let's roll. Yeah! Let's rock and roll. And y'all better have on deodorant. I'm serious.
Let's take Febreze to spray on them if they don't use deodorant.
Woo! Got a cannonball!
What do you think it's gonna be like?
Oh, I'm just gonna try not to get shot, you know? Yeah, if they pull me over for praying, I'm gonna pray on their face.
Tiny's always urged Sky to talk through his problems.
To me, I think what really matters is if the person wants to be what they want to be, that they can be it.
You've come a long, 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 long ways. From the time you was a little girl sitting in the park.
Yeah.
There are times when I still catch myself calling you Bree. But I'm getting better. Every time you try to take your life, I was there. And when you bounce back, each time you bounce back, you got a little bit stronger. This is who you are. This is what you want. But I don't see you switching back. That's just what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's how strong you are. And our culture, our young men and young women who chose the opposite sex are special.
Before Christianity arrived in America, being gay or trans was actually an accepted part of Native American life.
But they were special, they were sacred, they were...
It's sacred to look at them in a sacred manner.
When you're born Lakota, you have already some things against you. And that's okay because it makes you stronger as you grow. You proved them wrong.
Oh, got turned the other way, I'm sorry.
Arthur's girlfriend Jordan is out of hospital with their baby.
Hey, you're okay.
She's moved in with him and the rest of his 5-strong family.
I'm holding my daughter, my beautiful daughter who's kind of frowning at me. And my beautiful girlfriend right here. I cried. She came out the womb. Surprisingly, she didn't cry. What she did was like she was just looking around like she was just ready for the world. No, she just farted.
She farts like a man.
Farts like crazy.
It's not unusual for several generations to share a house on the res. Some homes have no power or running water. But Arthur is lucky. His family home has both and is well looked after.
I have to do this like middle of the night.
It's really tiring because even though she sleeps, I still wake up to check on her, and she's like with me 24/7.
Arthur's up against a steep high school dropout rate on the res.
It's kind of stressful because I'm still in school, a high school student at that. I want her to be more successful than I am. I want her to have more awards than I do. Being a top student in her school, wherever she goes. Yeah.
Good morning, Keeley listeners, Lakota land. The Little Wound Tribe. They are working on getting cold weather gear for those at Standing Rock. The water protectors. They need any type of winter gear, coat, hats, gloves for the winter months. Let's get out there and stand with Standing Rock.
The protest camp has expanded to house several thousand activists.
Everybody, look.
Oh, awesome.
And more are pouring in.
Oh man, isn't this beautiful?
This is a lot of people.
Isn't this beautiful?
This is the best thing I've ever seen. Shut up! Do they really have a town for LGBT? Mm-hmm. They have a whole bunch.
You guys ready for the front lines? No, I'm just kidding.
Not yet. A little bit though.
You can see the Dapple guys right there. You see them?
Yeah, I see them.
90% of us in this camp were right there on the front line. Going to jail, getting me, you know, we were running people back here and flushing their eyes and running back up there. And it was an amazing day that day. That airplane just goes in circles all night. That drones, constant drone.
Long time no see.
Oh, how are you?
How you doing? Long time no see.
Look around, see where we're gonna set up camp.
It's kind of weird to see like these people have been here since the beginning.
Hundreds of tribes have put aside ancient disputes to join forces against the oil company and the federal government.
People coming in from Minnesota. All right, Minnesota, loud and proud.
The protest is now one of the largest in tribal history.
Oklahoma, Nebraska. That's some family members. Good afternoon.
Native American religion, forced underground for so many years, is becoming a real part of these people's lives.
When we come to the circle, we bring our respect. You know, we bring the honor to be here.
Most of the time, filming any ceremonies is forbidden.
When we circle up, we are making a strong circle of life.
You earned a feather.
But this time, they're keen to show young warriors being honoured with eagle feathers for making the journey to the protest front line.
You took that challenge and you showed your bravery. You left your homes and your mom and dad to come here to be a part of this. I want to honor you that way with those feathers. Now we're going to pray with this.
Here's some jackets.
Winter on the plains can get seriously cold.
And some kids' socks.
The protesters have vowed to stay put until the pipeline is stopped.
Everyone's nice here. Normally in Pine Ridge, you look at a native, they'll just look at you and, like, I don't know you, don't look at me. But when you just look at other people here, they're just like, oh, hi. They smile. They smile and they don't mean mug you.
What's mean mug mean? I knew that question was gonna come up somehow.
Basically, that's actually how we lived, because everyone's mean on our res.
That's true.
And you didn't expect to come here and everyone be like, oh, hey, come on in, have some food if you want. On Facebook, they make it seem like it's very violent and just negative here, but honestly, it's not. It's like very calm and peaceful. Ow! Stop it!
All right, once again, you're listening to Keeley Radio. I am going to play you the White Buffalo Calf song. That's the sacredness of our Tatanka, our buffalo.
At Little Wound High, it's the day of the hunt.
Who's going to be shooting the buffalo today?
Dawson.
Arthur wasn't able to make it, so all the pressure is on reserve shooter Dawson.
Nervous?
I didn't show up to sweat, so no, it leaves me.
You guys might get the chance to see a buffalo get shot today.
It's an event for the whole school to witness.
All right, guys, get in the circle.
Morning.
No squares. A circle. You guys know what a circle is. All right, hold it down.
We're gonna have a young man, young warrior that's going to shoot the buffalo today, and I ask that you all pray for him. It's probably the first time that he's going to do this, and he's nervous. And let's support this young man that's going to go on this hunt. Support him and pray for him. That's what this day is about, to guide you so that you'll have maybe a different point of view than what you've always had.
Dawson, you riding with us or you going?
All right, let's go.
Feel ready.
You just gotta get in position and make sure it's clear from the herd. See, there's one behind him to the left. About the middle, about halfway up.
Think I could put these down? I can lay down?
Lay down, you're not comfortable there or what?
Yeah, I think I shoot better laying down, but I'm pretty sure I got it here too.
Man, you better just sit like that. Just hold it into your shoulder hard.
Yeah, check behind
behind
it.
her. Yeah, that's looking right at you now.
Is in that line of like 4?
Yeah.
Just keep your eye on him.
I'm kind of shaky right now.
Just relax, take some deep breaths.
Keep your eye on him.
I think I lost him.
Right there, see that
He's
one?
all by himself, right straight in front of us. Again.
Did you hit him?
Yeah. Good, bust him again.
Like a good shot. Your barrel was steady on that one.
Yeah, there's blood still coming out pretty quick.
They're pretty tough, man. Well, we say our prayer, and we have to give them to say goodbye to their relatives and say their prayer. So, see, there's one up to him now. That's talking to him or praying with him. Maybe a relative, maybe a mother, maybe an auntie or something, you know. So.
I feel good. So I'm happy I only took 2 shots.
You gotta put those back up.
First shot was kind of high, but second shot, I think I redeemed myself. Ooh, it's still warm.
Buffalo was the traditional food of the Sioux.
1, 2, 3.
It was a sacred animal almost wiped out by white hunters, and it's why today is so important.
All the students are happy about it. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm really, really happy about it.
Got buffalo meat.
It was pretty neat. I was only the second student that ever shot the buffalo.
The buffalo meat will feed Little Wound High as it gathers to celebrate.
It's pretty alright.
Is that?
Yeah.
You did really good.
Arthur is also being honoured in the powwow and final stage of the coming of age ceremony. Becoming a father means he missed out on killing the buffalo.
I looked at my baby pictures and she looks exactly like me. Only I was a little bit chubbier.
But it also means he's now determined to plan for the future.
Best thing for me to do for her is to go to college, still attend medical school, and I think by the time I get my medical degree, she'll be at least 12 years old.
Each generation has to carry on our culture, and they have to carry on our language. I'm gonna teach her the ways
and be the best father that I can be to her.
There's the big bitch.
convoy from the Standing Rock camp is heading to the local courthouse to protest against police arrests.
Love and prayer. It's a peaceful march.
The police have arrested around 200 protesters for acts of civil disobedience,
Hurry up!
including trespassing on construction sites and locking themselves to bulldozers.
We are going to join the peaceful walk of prayer. And I believe they're going to walk to the courthouse. So I'm hoping the kids that are with us see this and understand why we're doing it. I don't want their children, their grandchildren, to drink oil.
Block is surrounded by people that are against the oil, and if that don't say something, I don't know what will, you know?
This day has been a long time coming. Our people have waited for this day for a few centuries. We are here to forgive you and look at you like our family. You are all our family. Stand with us. Be on the right side of history. The side of history that protects the future of mankind.
Single file Indian style.
A good day to forgive. It's a good day to be humble and kind of turn the tables and forgive the people who are trying to do their jobs. And I know they feel bad that they have to put people in jail, but it's a good day to forgive, and I just hope that the officers and the people on the other side that we're forgiving take it as that in a good way.
Morning. Morning. Oh, I feel bad. We hate to leave, but we gotta go.
Thank you so much.
While everyone else in the camp is staying for the long term, Sky and his friends have to go back to Pine Ridge.
Just kind of want to stay here a little longer because I've got to know so many people and talk to so many people, and it's kind of changed my perspective.
Smile.
Now that I got more friends, I got more support. I just wake up smiling. This camp is a tribe that helps each other out, and even if they're not blood related, they're all relatives and they're all family.
It's a beautiful way of life. That's what keeps us together as a Lakota nation, is our culture. We'll be back, we'll be back. It's important for everybody to know who they are. I'm proud of being Lakota because we're a unique group of people that have refused to give in to the government. And we refuse to change our ways. We refuse to go down. We're gonna stand strong.
In December 2016, the Obama administration ordered a halt to the Dakota Access pipeline.
Stand up with the First Nations and our people that have been living here for thousands.
It was a victory for the Sioux and the people who supported them. But the new president, Donald Trump, has signed an executive order to reverse the decision. Despite this, the battle has inspired a new generation of Native Americans on Pine Ridge. And they say they're ready to resume the fight.
That is a real supervillain right there. This is the ALP. And then us, as in everyone, are the real superheroes. So that's something cool.
just acting free as our land depletes from these hands of greed. See, fate is found, how we face the hounds. Take a vow for these sacred grounds. Make a sound that'll shake them out. Say aloud, what can save us now? What can save us now?